Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Yarn Over channel. Today let's make a cute broccoli coaster set with me. A broccoli is made from a coaster and a cutlery cover. When not in use, the coaster and the cutlery cover can be disguised in a broccoli. How cute is that? Let's start. The size of the hook is 3mm. So basically you can use any kind of yarn you have in hand that is suitable for a 3mm hook. Firstly, you need a magic ring. The first round will be crocheted into the magic ring. Make 2 chains in light green. Wrap the yarn around your hook. Insert the hook through the magic ring, yarn over again, and pull through. 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. You have the first double crochet in a magic ring. Repeat 11 times more in order to have 12 double crochet in the magic ring for the first round. Now pull this short tail tightly like this. Make sure there is no hole in the center. Insert your hook to the first stage of the round. Yarn over and pull through both that first stage and the loop on your hook. We will do a slip stitch to join at the end of every round. Round 2, make 2 chains. You're gonna make 2 double crochet in a stitch for every stitch around. So 1 double crochet in the first stitch and then the second one into that same stitch. The chain 2 at the beginning is not counted as a stitch. I know many crocheters count the standing chain as a stitch, but it's just not my style. In most of my patterns, standing chains are standing chains, not a stitch. At the end of round 2, you will have 24 stitches. To close the round, make a slip stitch to the first double crochet of the round. Round 3, chain 2. Make a double crochet in the first stitch, then a double crochet increase in the next stitch. Repeat the set of double crochet followed by a double crochet increase until the end of the round. So by the end of round 3, you will have 36 double crochet. There is an addition of 12 double crochet after each round. So round 4 and 5 follows the same rules. I have noted the patterns of the 2 rounds on screen, so you can take note to follow. You should have 48 and 60 stitches at the end of round 4 and 5 respectively. I have come to the end of round 5. We will cut the yarn and fasten off to insert a new color. You can slip stitch to join the round as usual, but I want to show you this way to make the border neater. I will not make the last slip stitch. Just cut the yarn and fasten off, then pull the tail through the first stitch of the round from the front to the back. Then through the back loop of the last stitch from the front to the back as well. If you are not a crocheter, you can barely recognize where the join is. I really love this method. Round 6. I will insert a dark green yarn to any stitch of round 5. Chain 2. 2 double crochet in the first stitch. I will put the tail on top of my hook from behind so it can be hidden inside the stitches and I don't have to whip it in later. So it's double crochet increase or 2 double crochet in a stitch. In the next stitch, make 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochet in a stitch. Next one is 4 double crochet in a stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 double crochet in the same stitch. Repeat the set around. Just keep crocheting around. Then your work is gonna be like this. Cut the yarn and hide the tail. I will show you how to secure the tail behind. Weave the tail through some stitches. Then split the yarn strings. Pull some of the strings through a loop nearby. Make a knot of all the strings together. And finally, weave all the strings back and forth. You can just weave it back and forth straight away, but I prefer splitting the strings and making a knot. That way we keep the tail secured 100% to a loop. There is no chance for the tail to come out and drift off all the work. So you can feel free to wash or tumble dry it. The coaster is ready to use. Next, we will make a cutlery cover. Start with 15 chains. To make sure the chain is not twisted, after a few chains, I let go the loop on my hook. Insert my hook through the first chain, then take the working loop and make more chains. After having 15 chains, pull the working loop through the first chain on the hook. Now row 1, chain 1, single crochet to every stitch around. So you have 15 stitches at the end of row 1. Slip stitch to end a row. Row 2, chain 1, make 4 single crochet. Then single crochet increase in the next stitch. Repeat that set for 3 times. So by the end of row 2, you will have 18 stitches. Row 3 is the same as row 1. Chain 1, single crochet to every stitch around. In row 4, chain 1, we will increase 3 stitches. So make 5 single crochet, then single crochet increase to the next stitch. Repeat the set for 3 times. Row 5 is the same as row 1 and 3. Chain 1 and single crochet to every stitch around. Cut the yarn, fasten off and hide the tail. Again, I don't use slip stitch for the joining of the last row. Instead, just cut the yarn and pull the tail through the first stitch, then through the back loop of the last stitch. That's it. To turn the coaster into a broccoli, I will fold it half and roll it into a cone shape like this. Then pull it through the cutlery cover. The inner round of the coaster has a diameter of 8 cm, which is great for almost all types of cup. That's how to make the broccoli coaster set. Hit like if you love this video and subscribe to my channel for more free crochet tutorial. If you have any questions or difficulties in crocheting, don't hesitate to drop me a message. Thank you for watching and happy crocheting!